Were launched during the Super Bowl with this ad that you're looking at here, which some people felt was really inappropriate. Me too, kind of. I didn't like this ad. We'll talk about that straight ahead. Plus, there's this new book out. The reveal to this, I was going to say this morning, teenage mistress said she had an affair with a sitting president, and she goes public 50 years later. You're watching Starting Point. We'll dig into that straight ahead.
America's Choice 2012 is sponsored by Norfolk Southern. One line, infinite possibilities. Go to CNN.com/election for trending political stories and the latest news on the campaigns.
A line is a powerful thing. It connects the global economy to your living room. Cleaner air to stronger markets. Factory floors to less crowded roads. Today's progress to tomorrow's promise. Norfolk Southern. One line, infinite possibilities.
If you've ever experienced a jammed paper shredder, then maybe it's time to make the switch to a fellow shredder.
A better shredder.
We build them tougher with advanced technology stops paper jams before they can even start.
Wow.
For smooth, powerful paper shredding every time. See the full line at fellows.com, home of the world's toughest shredders.
We had never used a contractor before and didn't know where to start.
At Angie's List, you'll find reviews on everything from home repair to healthcare, written by people just like you.
No company can pay to be on Angie's List, so you can trust what you're reading.
Angie's List is like having thousands of close neighbors where I can go ask for personal recommendations.
That's the idea. Before you have any work done, check Angie's List.
From roofers to plumbers to dentists and more, Angie's List. Reviews you can trust.
I love you, Angie. Sorry, honey.
In the works package, we change the oil, we change the filter.
Tire rotation, suspension, we make suspension checks.
What we have here is a multi-point inspection. Every time a vehicle comes into a Ford dealership, you'll be presented with one of these.
We check the belts, hoses,
brakes,
tires, and the pressure.
Battery, all your fluids.
Exhaust system, transmission.
We inspect your air filter. It gets done quickly, and it gets done correctly.
The works, oil change, tire rotation, and more. $29.95 or less after rebate at your Ford dealer.
Your doctor, your car doctor.
Maybe a car doctor.
All energy development comes with some risk, but proven technologies allow natural gas producers to supply affordable, cleaner energy while protecting our environment. Across America, these technologies protect air by monitoring air quality and reducing emissions, protect water through conservation and self-contained recycling systems, and protect land by reducing our footprint and respecting wildlife. America's natural gas, domestic, abundant, clean energy to power our lives. That's smarter power today.
America's Choice 2012 special live coverage starts tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern.
Meet 8 black entrepreneurs in competition for the capital to fund the next great startup. This is history. Soledad O'Brien reports Black in America, the new promised land, Silicon Valley. Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Only an ad.
This is CNN Breaking News.
Welcome, everybody. Breaking news from CNN. This news out of Syria. The United States is closing its embassy in Syria and is pulling out its remaining staff there. This new word coming in right now. You'll recall this comes after a resolution that called for the resignation of the president of Syria, Bashar al-Assad, was rejected by a vote vetoed by Russia and China. We've got Jill Doherty for us live in D.C. to talk about the impact of this announcement. Jill?
Yes, right. CNN just confirming that the embassy has been closed. The staff have been pulled out. That's the American embassy in Damascus. The government, the Syrian government, we are told, the State Department saying, has refused to address its security concerns. And one of those major concerns was the possibility of some type of al-Qaeda action. They are pointing to a car bomb last month, which was apparently carried out by al-Qaeda. So again, 17 members of the staff now out of the Damascus embassy for the United States. And this does not mean they're breaking diplomatic relations, but it's a serious step by the United States government.
It's interesting that they're focusing it on security concerns and not focusing it on the resolution that was vetoed by China and Russia. But do you think maybe the two are linked?
This has been an ongoing concern that predated that vote. So I think you'd have to say that it's really a worry over precisely and any type of threat by al-Qaeda.
Jill Doherty in D.C. for us. Thanks, Jill. Appreciate that update. The big three automakers making a comeback. Things have been looking up for them over the past year, from auto sales to earnings. And Chrysler's Super Bowl ad was truly one of the most popular of last night. Listen.
It's halftime in America. People are out of work and they're hurting. And they're all wondering what they're going to do to make a comeback. And we're all scared because this isn't a game. The people of Detroit know a little something about this. They almost lost everything. But we all pulled together. Now Motor City is fighting again.
Christine Romans joins our panel. She's the author of Smart is the New Rich, I should say. So, first of all, the ad I thought was an amazingly touching ad. But it was also interesting. It was just one of like 10 zillion car ads last night.
There were 9 different car companies advertising last night. And then there was another ad that shows just sort of how spunky Detroit is these days. It was a Chevy ad, and I think we can show you a little bit of the video of it. A Chevy ad poking fun at Ford. I mean, it's this guy coming out of the apocalypse. Really?
Oh,
he comes out
so
and he's like, it's all these guys with a... I know, my kids are watching with me. They're like, Mommy, what happened in New York?
Apocalypse. Bad.
But they come out together, and like their friend Dave isn't there because he drove a Ford, you know, and Ford didn't want them to do this. And what I thought about this ad was like, wow, this is Detroit, the auto industry, the big three, finally getting feisty again after being on their heels for the past 3 years. And quite frankly, sales are up, profits are up. Front page of the Wall Street Journal today, a story about how GM could be gunning for $10 billion in annual profits. I mean, and then USA Today, it's halftime in America, and our second half is about to become, and that's sort of, you know, I mean, Detroit is emblematic. Of course, it took a lot of bailouts to get here, right? Some people thought Chrysler would never be able to come back.
That's the nod to Will Kane. Can we get a cutaway shot of Will Kane? There you go, Will Kane.
Scalp. It took taxpayer money to get here, and taxpayers will not be made whole on some of these investments, but this is what the bailouts were all about, right? Hiring people again. GM is hiring 13,000 workers, opening up another plant in Tennessee that had been shuttered. So.
Some of these ads, one was like advising people to buy a car that's not coming out till 2015. I mean, really, I'm organized, but not that organized.
That was an Acura commercial, and American car, but like 3 years away. But you know what? The Chrysler ad, though, I thought it spoke more beyond the car company. Really, the city, the mood, just like last year. So I thought it went way beyond even a car.
And Americans too. I mean, they're trying to get us to buy cars, and you know, it looks as though people are buying cars again. And you look at the numbers, people are buying cars, which brings me to sort of the advice, the Smart is the New Rich advice, which is
you got to slow down when you say that, because that's your book, right? So you have to be like, brings me to my Smart is the New Rich now on shelf.
Very funny. Is it time to buy a car? And the interesting thing is that car companies have been so kind of stingy that now people are starting to buy cars again. Used prices are going up. New car prices are going up. A record new car price this year, over $28,000. Smaller incentives right now. They don't need to give incentives. People have been holding on to their used cars for so long that people are now trading up because they have to. Well, that means, I know, but it means you're getting better trade-in values. And on the used car front, I wanted to give you this important advice. Prices are forecast to go up almost 2% this year for used cars, right? By earlier in the year, according to the Dealers Association, because they think later on, right, because they think later on in the year prices are going to go up even more. And watch gas prices. Gas prices are expected to rise. So choose carefully.
So I don't need a new car, but I'm going to go buy one anyway. No, I'm kidding.
But you know what, though? When automakers say that, they also are thinking what may happen with the economy.
Right.
A lot of times they are ahead of other folks.
Interesting. All right, Christine, thank you. Appreciate it. Still this morning on Starting Point, a reveal, a White House intern who claims she had an affair with a sitting U.S. president. And we're not talking about Monica Lewinsky. We'll tell you who it is straight ahead on Starting Point.
Smart is the New Rich, sponsored by Ameriprise Financial. Since 1894, we've helped millions of Americans achieve dreams. Start lives together. Start brighter futures. Start a confident retirement. Ameriprise Financial, more within reach.
Americans believe they should be in charge of their own future, how they'll live tomorrow. For more than 116 years, Ameriprise Financial has worked for their clients' futures, helping millions of Americans retire on their terms, when they want, where they want, doing what they want. Ameriprise, the strength of a leader in retirement planning. The heart of 10,000 advisors working with you one-to-one. Together for your future.